Okay, so anyway, we'll begin to continue with our discussion class. As part of our discussion, we've actually, as I have mentioned in our previous video, that I'll begin to go over with the advantages and then down to the application. So this is gonna be the in terms of the speed, there that is also the big advantage that logic gates can perform operations very quickly because they operate using binary signals, the zeros and the ones, which can be processed in microseconds or even nanoseconds in modern circuit. That means to say, class, in terms of the speed, they process binary signals in just microsecond or nanosecond. So imagine, that is very powerful, and that makes them suitable when it comes to high-speed system. And for the example, in computers, logic gates allow rapid processing of data, enabling fast computation for tasks such as arithmetic, decision making, and control operation. And the speed at which logic gates work makes them suitable for high-speed computing and real-time systems. So that means to say, class, that they are they allow fast processing of the data for certain calculation and control operations, which this speed makes them really ideal for the real-time and high performance sang amo nga system. Now, with regards to accuracy naman, digital systems built with logic gates operate with precise binary signal, which reduces the likelihood of errors due to signal interference or noise, unlike analog systems. So that means to say that they are actually using binary signal, which can reduce the noise and the such interference, which makes digital system more reliable when it than the analog system. So when it comes to where's my arrow? Okay. When it comes to the example, in digital communication system, the use of logical gates ensures that the data transmission is accurate with minimal errors, even over long distances. And that accuracy is essential for critical applications such as the data storage, um, application, processing and secure communication. So this is actually the logic gate is really ensuring that accurate data transmission with minimal errors. So that this accuracy is important, class, for the storage and in terms of processing as well as in terms of security. And for their scalability naman, scalability is digital circuits made with um, logic gates, and then can be easily scaled up to handle more complex tasks. New components and functions can be added incrementally without drastically altering the existing design. That means to say, in terms of scalability, that this is really powerful, since more components can be certainly added without changing the whole design. And then this certainly allows those system, imagine, to handle more complex tasks. And then example for this here, in microprocessor, more logic gates can be added to increase processing power, allowing for development of faster and more complex system. And then advantage, scalability is a major factor in the continued advancement of technology, enabling system to evolve from simple devices to advanced one. So in terms of that, really, adding more logic gates increases the the processing power. That this allows systems to really evolve into more advanced technologies. So imagine how really powerful this one. And in terms of there will be reliability here. Let me just go next. Digital systems are highly reliable due to the binary of logic gates, either 0 to or one, and this certainly ensures that the chance of signal degradation or occurs over time. So that means to say, class, that here, they actually, excuse me, using the binary values which reduce the errors over time, and that ensures the consistent when it comes to the system performance. And then, for example, logic gates are used in safety critical systems such as automotive control system, where the reliability is paramount, and high reliability ensures that systems perform consistently and with minimal maintenance. So logic gate is really good because it's also being used here in systems like automotive controls, which certainly ensuring stability or stable and dependable operation. And then when it comes to the advantage of low cost, there will be, I'm so sorry. Let's go over into the, ano then, why did I click that? Sorry. Okay. The low cost in mass production. Once designed and fabricated, logic gates can be produced at a very low cost, especially in large scale integrated circuits. So that means to say that they can be manufactured in large quantities at low cost, which makes digital systems really affordable. And for the example of this one class, we have here microchips in everyday devices like smartphones and home appliances rely on millions of logic gates that are produced at a low cost. So this effectiveness makes advanced digital technology widely accessible and affordable. So here then, this actually um in terms of this one, millions of the logic gates are used in terms of mga smartphones and other devices or appliances pa or ano pa na da. And then regarding on that, this actually makes the advanced technology widely accessible to everybody. So that is really good at also. Now let's go over into their disadvantages, since those are the advantages of this logic gates. So for the disadvantages here, complexity in large circuits. So as digital systems become more complex, the number required logic gates increases, making the design of large circuit difficult. Managing a large number of gates, managing a large number of gates can result in complex interconnections, which are hard to debug and maintain. So that being said, managing many interconnected gates becomes really difficult to solve because this makes the design and maintenance very challenging. So most of the example of that one, in large scale integrated circuit like the CPU, the number of gates required for processing multiple instruction and functions can be overwhelming. And complexity in large circuits can lead to longer design cycle, higher cost, and increased chances of errors or design flaws. So in this kind of, when it comes to the complexity, processing multiple function really requiring a large number of gates. And this certainly increases the design system, the design time, cost, and the risk of such specific errors. Now, when it comes to ano naman, the power consumption, that is also the drawbacks here then, which certainly, especially in high speed circuit, consume a significant amount of power. And this is particularly problematic in large scale systems where millions of gates are operating simultaneously. So that means to say that these systems require power efficient designs to avoid mga overheating. And then, you know what, that high power consumption can this actually the since this is definitely noticeable in terms of high speed circuit, and large system, do you know that with many gates, it will consume significant energy. And then for the example, high performance computing system and mobile devices require power efficient logic gate. That's what I mentioned earlier. Designs to avoid excessive heat generation and battery. Pwede siya maglupok. So power consumption decreases with the number of logic gates, and managing this consumption in large system or mobile devices can be a significant challenge. So that being said, this system really requiring, as I have mentioned, power efficient to really avoid those mga overheating. And you know that high power consumption can lead to battery drain or heat issues, or pwede gani na mag-boom pa ng imo nga ano da nga imo nga system. So that's actually the drawbacks when it comes to this particular details. Now we also have here the heat dissipation. For the heat dissipation naman, as power consumption increases in logic gates, heat generation also increases. The more gates that are used, the more heat is generated, which can affect the performance of the system. So that means to say that this system require power efficient designs. We're connected lang na siya gapon earlier. So here then for the heat dissipation, more logic gates produces more heat in our system. As what I have ginhambal ko na kagina nga pwede siya mag-boom. And excess heat can affect the system performance also, because you know what, kung ang bagay mo bala, kung ang imo gani nga gin-charge gani, if too much heat, it will not begin to work. And for the example of that one, in advanced processor or data centers, cooling mechanism are essential to prevent overheating due to the large number of gates being used. Excessive heat generation can lead to system instability or even failure if not properly managed, making thermal management a critical concern. So cooling systems are basically needed to manage those heat produced. Without the proper cooling, your system may certainly fail. So that's why it could have been better that there will be a such balance. And disadvantages also when it comes to design and testing complexity. With the increasing number of logic gates and the complexity of the circuits, the design, verification, and testing phases of digital systems become time-consuming and error-prone. Because of course, class, testing circuits with many gates is difficult and error-prone because this increases the development effort and also the cost. So with regards to ano naman, the example, testing a complex microprocessor or an field programmable gate array, or also known as the FPGA, the design and testing process for large system becomes more challenging and costly as the circuit size increases. So in terms of this one, for the testing and complexity, if there will be many gates, you know, it is difficult and still error prone man yapon, as what I have stated earlier. Requires in terms of testing, it really requires simulation of those million of gates naman. And then this makes the development more complex and really expensive as well, if you will begin to put that into consideration. And for the propagation delay naman, logic gate, especially in larger circuit, introduce a propagation delays. The time it takes for a signal to travel through the circuit, as the number of gates increases, the overall delay in processing information increases. So it is the time taken for the signals to pass through the circuit, which more gates increase the delay in terms of processing. And for example, here then, in high-speed digital circuits such as those found in computers or communication, or communication systems, delays can affect performance and speed. No, propagation delay can limit the speed at which digital circuits operate, which is especially critical in application requiring real-time processing on high-performance computing. So, delays really can certainly affect gina siya sa performance and processing speed, because this limits this limits efficiency in real-time application is really a big disadvantage, of course. Now, let's like go over also when it comes to the application. We can actually apply this into the ALU, or the arithmetic and logic units. The ALU is a critical component of a CPU that performs arithmetic and logical operation, like the logic gates like the AND, or XOR, or NOT gates are used within the ALU to carry out binary calculations and logical decision making. That means to say these arithmetic and logical units performing the arithmetic and logical operations, and then logic gates are used to process such binary calculation as being mentioned right there. Now, in a computer processor, operations like the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and comparison of numbers are performed using combinations of logic gate. So in this one class, like this operation, circuits like the adders and full adders are built from gates as well. And let's actually make it fast. When it comes to memory storage naman, they are built using the logic gates as well, since they are used in registers and memory systems. And when it comes to the example, register stores the data using the combinations of gates, and then these are somewhat essential in processor memory system as well. If you'll begin to read that, definitely. Now, in terms of the control systems, they are used in their programmable logic controllers, or the PLC, to control the machine. They respond to input and generate the output. So for the example, logic circuits will certainly control, logic circuit control motors based on the sensor input. This enables automated operations as well. Now, when it comes to ano naman, traffic light control, they control light sequences like mga red, yellow, and green, and they manage the timing and the signal changes. Ara magina siya. If you will begin to really work into consideration kung gina step by step mo na siya, you can actually figure it out. Now, for the example, conditions like timing and vehicle presence are checked, and this determines when to change the lights as well. Now, in terms of the security system are they actually process inputs like password and codes, and they allow access when conditions are correct. Now, when it comes to the example, logic gates verify correct sequences of input, which access is granted only when conditions are certainly satisfied. And then when it comes to the alarm system, we also have alarm system. They evaluate signals from the sensor, and they trigger alarms when conditions are met. And for the examples class, when multiple sensors may need to activate together, the gate, the AND gate or the multiplication gate can trigger that alarm. And then when it comes to error detection, they are used in parity checking, and this cyclic redundancy checks, or the CRC, which they help determine the transmission error. And they actually, for this one, they generate parity bits for data checking, and they are used in systems like the Hamming codes as being stated in that one. Now, we also have here for the communication, certainly for the multiplexer and demodulation, which is the max or the DMAX. They combine and separate signal using the logic gates also, and they improve the communication efficiency. And certainly, when it comes to this one, it selects one signal from multiple input, and this improves the channel usage. And for the digital filters, they are used in filtering signals, and they modify frequency response. I'm so sorry. The logic gates naman, in terms of the digital filters, logic gates help process audio, and then the image signals, which they really improve the signal quality. Now, we also have here the frequency distribution, which certainly, when it comes to that, they divide signal frequency in circuits. Then they are used in timing system. So in regards to this one, they reduce the clock signal frequency, and then this helps control the timing in the specific system. So that's actually how the representations for that. Now let's go over in terms of the consumer electronics, which certainly focus into the remote control. They actually process the signals from the devices like the television or the TV that we do have, and then they actually execute the command based on the input. So how does the logic gates work right there? So logic gates class decode signals into actions, and this include the volume and the channel control. Those are the representations for that one. And then we can also apply this in terms of the digital watches and clocks. They manage time and display function, as we all know, and they control digital time system. So how the logic gates are being used right there. Logic gates calculate and display time. They convert binary to such readable values. That's how the representation work. And in terms of robotics and mga embedded nga system, they process sensor input, tapos they use conditions to they help the system to make informed decision. And then in terms of mga robotics naman, the logic gate decide actions like turning, ano pa na nga mga actions da, and they use conditions to trigger specific movement. Then when it comes to signal conditioning, logic gates filter and condition the signal. They actually prepare signals for proper interpretation. And with regards to that, logic gates process temperature, data, and thermostats, for example, and they control heating and the cooling system. So, of course, we all know that there will be heat and cooling system in terms of that one. So, hopefully, class, that is really, clear to everyone, because that's the end of our discussion, and hopefully that you certainly get something, and I'll be going to post in the next when I'll begin to post the quiz, and make sure to work on that respectively. Okay, thank you so much everyone, and have a great day, and good luck in your examination.